The history of South Korea. 1. The first dynasty in South Korea was the Joseon dynasty and was founded by Kim Jong-un. 2. The Joseon dynasty promoted and developed Hangul writing system. 3. The capital of Korea, Seoul, was founded in 1394. 4. The Republic of South Korea was born on August 15, 1948. 5. In 1965, the government signed an treaty with Japan by which it abandoned the demand for war reparation in exchange for financial aid.
6. In 1997, the country was swept away by the Asian crisis. 7. In February 2003, Roh Moo-hyun, a human rights lawyer, took office. 8. After a long time of tension in 2006, South Korea and Japan began the negotiations to resolve the disputes over the Dokdo Island. 9. In June 2007, a trade agreement was signed between Seoul and Washington. In September of 2004, the government admitted that scientists in South Korea secretly experiment with the production of high-enriched uranium. 10. Its the first president was Syngman Rhee.
11. The country became a powerful industrialist economy dominated by large Korea-owned multinationals that produce steel, chips, cars, and electronics. 12. After a long tension in 2007, Korea and Japan began negotiations to resolve the disputes over the Dokdo Islands. 13. The current president of South Korea is Moon Jae-in since 2017. 14. In April 2018, the two Korean countries signed the Panmunjom Declaration for Peace, Prosperity, and Unification of the Korean Peninsula.
One of the most used transport in South Korea is the use of bicycles since they indicate that is an ecology and healthy means of transport. Also, South Korea Rail Network operated by Korea is excellent, but it does not cover the country. The convoys are clean, comfortable, and punctual. To the buses travel to a corner of the country between the main cities, temples, and national and provincial park. The station staff make sure that no one make the bus, so there is always health and health.
The Bulsaka is Buddhist temple in South Korea. This temple contains 7 national users of Korea, including the Dabotap and Segotap pagodas, the Seongyu, and 2 gold-plated bronze Buddha statues. The Jeonju traditional village is famous because it is one of the few places that preserve the traditional structure of the houses of ancient South Korea, and for this is very popular with tourists, and the people of the country themselves. Heinsa Temple is a Buddhist temple where the Korea Triptaka is kept, which is the largest collection of Buddhist texts.
Digital Media City is a high-tech complex for digital technology, housing Ibucrate's network office, apartments, exhibition, conference rooms, television network, headquarters, and cultural center in Seoul. Coast Aquarium is located at the edge of the Koei Shopping Center in the city of Seoul. It is one of the largest aquariums in the country since has more than 400,000 different species for both the Asian and Amazon regions, and more than 650 creators or display edition or two special sections of penguins. Itaewon is a popular shopping and tourist destination for foreigners visiting Korea. In this area, you can find more than 2,000 shops, in the same way that you will find cafes and great restaurants.
Some South Korean traditions are: one, in South Korea, the family is the most important thing, and therefore they must marry and have children as part of their tradition. Two, they they have a lot of respect for the elderly signs. They are the ones who bring wisdom. 3. In South Korea, beauty is not measured only by the physical but by the study that the person has. 4. In South Korea, they do not like to have emotional physical contact in public, as it is considered disrespectful.
Bibimbap is a typical Korean food and is very common to eat for lunch, and it consists of a bowl of rice with vegetable and meat on top. Kimchi is a traditional South Korean recipe in which Chinese cabbage are used as the main element. The most common music in Korea is K-pop, which is most representative and is made up of boy groups and girl groups with videos with great productions.
Hanbok is the traditional Korean dress. It is characterized by having bright colors and very simple lines without pockets. The women's hanbok consists for a jewelry, that is to say a blouse or jacket, and blouse skirt called chima is also generally used. Thus, the female costume ensemble is often called Yegori Chima. The traditional hanbok for men consists of a Yegori with baggy pants called baji,